These are 10 style tips that I wish I learned in my 20s. Hi everyone, I'm Maria, the Maria Fadi on all socials, and welcome back to my channel. Your 20s are a crucial decade. Now, I don't want to blow it out of proportion because I don't think it's the only crucial decade of your life, but it is a very pivotal moment of our lives, everyone's lives. This is when you begin your career, you start taking on responsibilities as an adult, work on your finances, maybe even get into shape, right? But it's probably the time where you're gonna start taking your style a little bit more seriously, like I did. As someone who's now 30 and I love fashion, I wanna share with you some tips that would have saved me so much time, effort, and money that I wished I learned in my 20s, and I hope helps you. Let's get into it. Tip number one is experimenting with fits. Number one, don't think there's only one way clothes should fit. I really wish there was a standard for everything, let's be honest, but that's just the reality of life. It's not. Even for jeans, for example, you have slim fit, baggy fit, skinny fit. There's so many fits that you could go with so many items of clothing. Same goes with t-shirts, same goes with skirts. You have to find the tailoring that works for you. Do A-line skirt work for you? Do bell curve shaped skirt work for you? A bonus tip for you, if you love an item of clothing and you can find it in a bigger size, or you're stuck between sizes, I would recommend going bigger because you can tailor it to fit you. It's better to have bigger clothing and then you can take it in than to have smaller clothing and try to take it out, put patches in. It's just better that way, general rule of thumb. So I would say if you're caught between sizing or fit or something, two sizes, go a little bit bigger knowing you're gonna tailor it. It's actually not as expensive as you think it is, finding a tailor close by. A lot of times things like tapering and tailoring are like $15 to $20. I would recommend tailoring. Tailoring is a crucial aspect that you have to actually contemplate when it comes to fit, in my opinion. Trust me, it is a game changer. Fit-wise, visually, but also the way the clothes fit, because the way they fit on your body will affect how they're visually perceived, right? Let's get into tip number two. Tip number two, I would say be careful with your colors, or be careful collecting a lot of colors that you may not wear specifically, okay? You don't have to buy a million colors or a million variations of things if you know you're not even gonna wear the purple pants in your closet, and every time then you look and where am I gonna wear this purple to? Exactly, it makes no sense, right? If you know that your closet is mostly, or you lean towards certain colors, just go with those colors. Buy a lot of those things that make you comfortable, make you happy, and work well with your lifestyle. Stick to the things that you love the most, because overall you will shine in those things. So I say, yes, I love colors myself, because me personally, I love colors. But I know my sister is more of a minimalist closet person. So for her, it makes no sense for her to have a bunch of orange clothes in her closet. Same thing, it could be for you. It could be literally the same thing for you, right? So that's why I said everyone's closet capsule basic may vary a little bit, right? And that's okay. But overall, if you stick to the things that you know are guaranteed hit, you will actually use your closet a little bit more efficiently. And yeah, I think that's actually tip number two. Let's get into three. Tip number three, I would say don't rush with the trends. You don't have to buy into every single trend that comes around. Trends are not fads. Fads are something that lasts very short periods of time. It's maybe overly done colors and overmatched colors. Maybe those are the fads. Trends are something that comes around every 20 to 30 years. So now, I'm not going to a point where I would say, just be intentional with it, right? Let's say, right now, I love the drop waist, dresses and tops and things like that. I think that is something that's a classic that could actually stay on for longer, depending on how I incorporate it into my closet. I have a dress that's drop waist, and I think it will still last for 5 years from now. It doesn't matter. It's a really pretty dress, period. And I say this all the time. I don't think you should not have trends, or you should not do trends, or you should not get involved with trends. That's just ridiculous. You can do it, but just make sure it's something that you can keep for a long time. Don't let the trends dictate your closet or your wardrobe, but incorporating them, being intentional, goes a long way. And I think that's how you can actually have trends in your closet that last you more than the fad period. So yeah, let's get on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is avoiding sales, avoiding the bargain buys, the bargain. It was a hard one for me to learn. I am now learning that way more now because I'm way more intentional with things that I want to do with my money. But I was going a little bit crazy in my 20s with the bargains. It's on sale, so I can buy it. It's on my list and it's on sale, so I'm gonna buy it. I don't need to buy it just because it's on sale. You don't need to buy it because it's on sale. I need you to repeat it to yourself. In my opinion, I think the good rule to follow is if you wouldn't buy it full sale, you maybe shouldn't buy it on sale. Think about it, right? If you are not willing to pay the full cost of that thing, exceptions to every rule, but that's the rule or guideline you should follow. Like, is this really something I would incorporate into my life? Is it something that's actually worth it? Or am I just buying this because it is on sale and the dopamine it's just triggered. My mind is triggered. I need the dopamine because it is an addiction, okay? And it can really become like a big debt spiral for no reason. That's another thing, but a huge one when it comes to your clothes. Tip number 5, I would say declutter and organize your wardrobe regularly. You're gonna be seeing a video of me doing the same thing, okay? Because I'm constantly doing that, constantly finding ways to reorganize my closet, create better space, better structure. You should kind of always be doing that because if you're not using something, you could either donate to someone who can, or maybe actually you realize, whoa, there's some gems in my closet that I actually do like, that I actually do love. Like, don't keep the clothes that don't fit you. Get rid of them. Make space in your closet for the good things that do need to stay there. It's a little bit different because I do make content with clothes, but it's so much stuff. Even with that, like there's some stuff that I just have not touched in years. So why do I have it? Why can I not make better space, make it a little bit more organized, make it a little bit more clean? Exactly, those things actually help visually because then I know, oh, I have these pants that I've been hiding behind someone else. Do a clothes swap. If you don't really want to like go give it to Salvation Army because you don't really think do a clothes swap. If you want, sell it online so maybe you can make some money and you know it's like a secondhand style of situation. Do those things if you feel like this is the way you need to do it, or donate it to someone, or give it to your sibling, or pass it down to someone. Like, I've done all of these things that I'm telling you. I've passed it down to someone, given it to my siblings, given it to friends, swap with friends. Find a system that works for you. Organize whether by color, size, type of clothing, all of that. Like I said, I'm still going through this myself. I really want to reorganize my closet back in colors. It kind of fell out of the color array that I want, and I'm really going to be working on that. So yeah, definitely you guys see a video about that. Anyway, let's get into the next one. Tip number 6 is quality over quantity. It's better to have a wardrobe filled with like 10 or 15 items that you know for sure you can wash over and over, and they're not pilling, pulling, there's fabric all over the place, it's wrinkled, like quality. Trust me, I mean, I understand, like when I was in my early 20s, I really didn't have the money to even spend on good quality stuff because I just wasn't making money like that. But as I started to get closer to my 30s, I was like, listen, I really have to invest in this stuff. It really does provide a better value in the long run, trust me. So the earlier you can invest in that, the earlier you can be locked into the best value you can get for those clothing. Because then you can think of it like this, right? It's cost per wear. If I am gonna invest a lot of money into something, I'm going to wear this thing out. I intend to wear all of my money out. You should be thinking about it. Now I know the cheaper clothing, you might be getting yourself a rash, you might be getting yourself all this other stuff you don't really need. And also, I don't know if you really get the cost per wear because like I said, I have polyester stuff too, I still do. Okay, a lot of stuff we have is still polyester, but you see the pilling and the fabric that's pulling and all that stuff, I'm not gonna wear that anymore. When you're looking for clothes, look for clothes with good stitching, great fabric, and of course, classic designs. Those 3 criteria will really help you to have well-made clothing. Things that actually last and stand the test of time, like people say. When you find something you like, ask yourself these 5 questions. Do I love the design? Can I style it with at least 5 pieces of clothing that's already in my wardrobe right now? Do I like the color? Is the fabric high quality? And will I wear this in 2, maybe 3 years from now? Those are the 5 criteria you need to ask yourself, okay? Can I style this with 5 things that I currently have? If you still want it, then of course, just buy it. That's the point. Tip number 7, I want you to identify your wardrobe staples. My wardrobe staples may look different from your wardrobe staples. These are items that you will consider the foundations of your style, okay? Are you the kind of person that will go more with like pants or trousers or jeans? Or are you more of a skirt person, a dress person? Are you not the kind of person that likes short dresses or short skirts? Are you more of a longer skirt one? Do you like to wear like things that are a little bit more covering your arms? Do you like to wear things that cover your shoulders? You feel comfortable and involved in the clothes that you pick and then elevated in it as you like upgrade your style. Write down your favorite piece in each category, like your tops, your bottoms, outerwears, your jewelry, like create an extensive list. And I can go over this with you guys later if you want, let me know. But create an extensive list of like all the items of clothing in your closet or like all the categories, and then things that you actually love, things that you actually use and go to like all the time. Obviously, these would be things that you go to that are versatile, you wear over and over again. Those will be the recurring theme in your category. You get what I mean, right? Tip number 8 is dress for your lifestyle. I swear to God, I did the same thing during COVID, especially. I bought a bunch of crop tops, a bunch of shorts and mini skirts. Lovely, I guess, for being home, but not really when I went back to work. So I had a bunch of crop tops and like literally no jackets. It was then having to do double the shopping. So it was like, what did I really buy these clothes for? Staying home? It did not fit my lifestyle. If you consistently wear heels or buy things with heels and you're a commuter, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you're either gonna have to get shoes that are comfortable or you're gonna beat your feet up, unnecessarily for that matter, right? Consider your jobs, your hobbies, your daily activities. Like I just said, if you're going to train a lot, it doesn't make sense for you to go in your heels. Get you some nice sneakers, get you some sneakers or get heels that you can put at work. Makes your life easier. There's so many hacks, there's so many tips, things that fit your lifestyle so you're not literally dying just because you have this closet that's not realistic. I have a few coats, but where am I wearing that to? It's barely cold enough for that. It makes sense for me to have a lot of dresses, a lot of skirts, maybe some outerwear because it does get freezing inside, but not coats really, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of jacket, a lot of crop jacket, a lot of cute things like that, but I lean more towards dresses, right? Because it's hot, so you want something that's breathable. Skirts, shorts, that fits my lifestyle. So you have to figure out like what fits your lifestyle. Are you a runner? I work out a lot, so I do have a lot of workout gears to wear as well. Your clothes should be practical and reflect how you spend your time. If it doesn't, it does not work. What is the point of the wardrobe? You can still have a different life outside of work. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like I have like slightly 2 personalities. I've been merging them a little bit more recently. I am in a professional space, and because of that, I wear pants and, you know, long skirts and flowy things and like, you know, suits, okay? So different environments, different things. If I have a presentation in front of a board, different thing. You just have to make sure your wardrobe covers all the aspects of your life. If you're covering all the aspects of your life, even if your personality is slightly different in different places you go to, you always win with your wardrobe. Tip number 9, develop a signature style. Fashion without context is meaningless. You need to have some of your context, your background, your culture, like the things that make you happy. Those things, those personality things that make you unique should be reflected in your style at least a little bit. While it's obviously, like I said, great to experiment with trends a little bit, it's still good to have those base things in your closet that you can pop trends into and switch and swap things out with, and you'll be able to then really create your unique style. Because I love colorful pattern stuff. Some people call that a trend. For me, it is not a trend. It is a signature style. So if you look at a lot of the things I wear, you see colors and patterns and things like that. Because for me, that is a signature look. So for other people, they'll say, oh, you love to put on colors. Because now it's not become my signature thing. So I said, everyone's signature closet or base closet and wardrobe is completely different. So you just gotta figure out like which elements in your closet make you feel confident and comfortable, and you can build your wardrobe around those things that make you feel comfortable. Remember, we made a list earlier of like things you like to do, your lifestyle, things like that. All of this will create that full picture, and you'll be able to see, okay, like my closet and my style and the colors that I tend to lean towards, and this is what I like and I don't like these colors. You create this full picture for yourself. Wow, we made it to tip number 10. This is probably one of the most important one. And if you stay to the end, you are getting the nuggets, the true nuggets that you need to get, because none of the other stuff matter if you do not take care of the clothes that you have. If it tells you not to put it in the dryer, don't put it in the dryer. It may shrink, the wool may come out. Why are you testing the limit? Now, I know a lot of people love to just wash and dry, wash and dry. So I typically can wash at home and dry at home. But there are some things, at least with clothes that I'm getting now, that I wash but don't dry, because it just makes it last longer. They don't shrink, they don't get messed up, the fabric aren't pulling and then tearing and just unraveling. Because everything that I talk about is so cute. Adorable, we love her, okay? But you know what's cuter? Having clothes that last. Follow the washing and drying instructions on the label. Trust me, I have learned that lesson the hard way with actually things that were expensive. I actually made a mistake. I took my husband's jacket and I did not realize it was with all the other clothes. I put it in the dryer. It was supposed to be dry clean only. This was a wool jacket. It cost it cost a bit of money, and the thing shrunk a little bit. You invest money into things so that they can last for a long time. It kind of is painful when you then undo your work by not reading the label and taking care of it. Make sure you store it in a good place. Storing is another thing. Like, I know that there's some certain things, like, is it cashmere or wool? Like, you should certainly not have like certain animal-based fibers in certain places, maybe due to humidity or maybe even due to like gnats, moths, things of that nature. You gotta invest also in proper storage solutions, in my opinion. I personally use wood hangers for most of my stuff. I've been transitioning out of all the plastic hangers, no wire hangers, okay? I am a wood hanger. Wood hangers are typically good. They're great for coats. They're good for like dresses and things. They don't slide off. They have grooves in them. You know, fold your knitwear and like sweaters and stuff and put them in places that are safe. I regularly polish your leather shoes, clean your leather bags, like things like that you use all the time. Wash and clean and condition your leather stuff. But yeah, this would be my 10 style tips that I wish I learned a little bit earlier in my 20s. I hope I am helping someone out there to avoid some money, time mistakes that I've made along the way, because like they said, time is money. And if you're spending both, well, damn, you know what I mean? I hope you found these tips helpful and you're able to apply it to your life. That is the goal at the end of the day. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to share with a friend who you think might enjoy it too. And until next time, bye.